It's Ethereal, Sky Heights and Celestial Show over on the inside. Ethereal, Celestial Show and Sky Heights, three of them fighting out the race. Ethereal, Celestial Show, Sky Heights, they hit the line. Ethereal won it by a short half head to Sky Heights and Celestial Show in a photo. Give the slip over on the inside, the leader from Persian Punch. Here comes Ethereal down the outside, followed by Karazian, then May the Horse Be With You. Give the slip well clear at the 200-metre mark though. Down the outside is Ethereal starting to close. Give the slip with Ethereal coming home. Give the slip in front. Ethereal's coming hard. The Caulfield Cup winners grab the lead and Ethereal does the double. Ethereal's won it from Give the Slip.
They're racing. Good even dispatch too on the near side. Dandy Man, one of the first away. Takeover Target in the centre going fast. Morehouse Lad over on the far side in company with Desert Lord. They're blazing a trail over there. Magnus takes a set just in behind them. They're stretched right across the track here. And more of them are grouping up over on the far side. Desert Lord leads on the near side. Morehouse Lad. They're a couple of lengths clear of Magnus, who's right up there with Dazed and Amazed. Just behind them too is Takeover Target. Dandy Man on the near side, coming up there alone or just with one behind him, and the rest are grouping up out of the centre. Racing up now with a furlong and a half left to go. Anybody's race here. Magnus has now struck the front for Damien Oliver. Miss Andretti going with him. Miss Andretti and Magnus settle down to fight it out. The two Aussies and now Takeover Target. Dandy Man is finishing fast as well. Miss Andretti's digging deeper, and Miss Andretti, she's a champion. She goes on to win the King's Stand. Second on the near side, Dandy Man. Third just behind the Magnus. Fourth Takeover Target.
Ring True with a good barrier. Spectrum on the fence. They're off and Spectrum won the start. On the outside, top of the pack, got out well, and Johnson's driving him hard to try and lead, but Noble Connection's going with him, and so too is Emancipation right up with the lead. Sunnyvale and Tandrio are handy, and they were closely attended then by Reform on the outside from Avatar. Manuel next in the centre, then Penny Edition. Stacey Bond getting back a little, then Azar's Command, More Rain, Ring True. Foregone Conclusion, third last. Show Morana's last, and next to last is Kadu. Going to the first turn, and the leader with 1,000 to go is Noble Connection, 3 parts of a length top of the pack. A length away Avatar, 3 parts of a length to Spectrum on the fence, 1 to Emancipation. Tandrio 3 deep with his stablemate Zarkava, just behind them too, the Wind. Then a length further back came Sunnyvale on the outside. Next is Foregone Conclusion. Close up with those, very wide on the track is Reform, and a length further back Manuan. At the head of the others, Ring True. More Rain well out of it, followed by at the head of the others, then came on the fence Noble Connection dropping back, not Noble Connection, but dropping back Azar's Command, and Kadu was last as they neared the bend with Show Moran. 450 to go on the turn, and top of the pack moved up to join Noble Connection in front, and they led 3 parts of a length to Avatar. Tandrio joined them about 4 wide. Sar Royal coming down the outside, Reform. Emancipation bailed up for a run behind a wall of horses. Spectrum is there in the centre, and they were followed a length further back by Foregone Conclusion. With about 200 to go, Avatar took the lead, but tackled by Emancipation with Ring True coming home well down the outside. Emancipation got clear with less than 100 to go. Been a sensational performance. She's drawn right away now, and this 3-year-old champion goes on to win the Doncaster, a length to Ring True. Foregone Conclusions got up the third. Fourth coming home very fast was Azar's Command, and close up behind them Manuan, then Spectrum, followed by Sunnyvale, Avatar, Kadu, then Reform.
We're ready to go. The flag is up. Stand by for a start. They're racing. 1-1-1, slow to go, and Last Resort missed the start badly. Fabershire at no speed, and Sunline the best out. Away well, Charming City will drop in second. Adam getting over with Billion Win. New Trumps close from Sugarfoot, and Charge d'Affaires getting in for cover. Electronic Unicorn off the speed, so do Fairy King Prawn and 1-1-1. Drifting back Testarossa, he's deep. Native Desert underneath him, so do Fabershire and Last Resort inside them. Sunline in front, getting an easy time of it. Adams happy to sit up second. New Trump drops in third. Billion Win covers ground with inside him Charming City away from the rail. Billion Win trying to push by him now. From out wider, Charge d'Affaires 1-1-1. In the centre of the field, Sugarfoot travels 8 off the lead. Wider out in the field, Fairy King Prawn, he's going to need luck. Native Desert has him in a pocket from Electronic Unicorn, Last Resort. Fabergé and Testarossa last of all. Sunlight, she's rolling at the 600. She put a length on Adam. New Trump's third, Charming City in 4. Gideon Win looks done. Hooking to the outside. Native Desert. Charge d'Affaires needs a run. Fairy King Prawn hooks to the outside, but he's giving the Wonder Mare 8 lengths. Sunline given the rein at the 350. Slipped 2 lengths in front. Adam New Trump sticks on. Here comes Fairy King Prawn. It's Sunline in front. Fairy King Prawn, the horse of Hong Kong, coming after the Mare of the World. 150 to go. Sunline's a length in front. Fairy King Prawn's trying to get him. Sunline, the Kiwi pulling out, stops. Fairy King Prawn lifts. They come to the line. Fairy King Prawn dives, but he missed. Sunline, the Mare of the World, wins it from Fairy King Prawn. 5 lengths, Adam, I think, third from New Trumps. Electronic Unicorn Ryder. Charming City, Native Desert, Sugarfoot. Dahlia Win, Testarossa, 1-1-1. Charge d'Affaires, drifting right out of it, Fabershire. Last resort, last of all. It was billed as the match race, and what a race it was. This was Muhammad Ali Frazier stuff of the equine world. The mare in front, Sunline, given the run, the dream run. And Fairy King Prawn gave her 5 lengths at the top of the straight. It's a photo finish. The crowd's going crazy.
And they're ready for a start. All set to go for the cup. There'll be a huge roar from the crowd when they jump. The lights on, away and racing. The crowd roars enormously. Grooming one of the first horses to jump away with Sunshine Sally and Just a Dancer. Going up there early was El Mehib, and they were followed by Superimpose. He's up a lot closer today. Tiako Pearl, Maharaja, Sedestin, and then came Ivory Way, Ryder out from Cool Credit. Back behind them was the Grey Rural Prince, and they were followed by Magnolia Hall and Rashik. Castletown goes back to the tail end of the field with Weekend Delight. They run up the home straight the first time, 2,700 metres to go. And the rank outsider of the field, Sunshine Sally, is in front. Ivory Way gets across from a wide alley to go to second. Cool Credit was third. Then Magnolia Hall, followed by the Grey Rural Prince out 3 deep. El Mehib 4 wide and Rashik 5 wide. Then Moods, followed by Maharaja, Dr. Grey, Superimpose, Shiva's Revenge getting up on the fence. Tiako Pearl was caught out a little bit wider. Then came El Mehib. Pontiac Glass and Grooming next. Out wider on the track was Diego as they go past her, finishing close to lap left to go. Maharaja's racing on the inside of Let's Elope. They were followed a length and a half further back by Sedestin. Over on the inside was Nay Rizzi. They were followed by Weekend Delight's third last on the outside of Just a Dancer. And last of all was Castletown as they sweep out of the straight. They've got 2,000 metres left to go on the 1991 Foster's Melbourne Cup. Along the riverside of the track, and the leader is Sunshine Sally by a length and a half. Rashik goes up on the outside to be second. Rural Prince was third. Ivory Way's got the box seat fourth. 3/4 to Magnolia Hall, a length away Cool Credit. 2.5 lengths to El Mehib on the outside of Moods. A length and a half to Dr. Grace. 3/4 to Maharaja. Then Tiako Pearl, Superimpose, and on the inside Shiva's Revenge. Diego 3 deep, Lord Revenue the centre. Over on the fence, Grooming, a length and a half further back on the inside was El Mehib. Alpha Belle, a half to Let's Elope, a length and a half away Nay Rizzi. Sedestin's over on the inside, then Weekend Delight. And back to the tail of the field was Castletown, a length away last of all Just a Dancer. He's last in the Foster's Melbourne Cup, 20 lengths off the lead. Sunshine Sally by the 13.50 leads by a length. Rashik second, a half a length away Ivory Way, a length to Rural Prince. 3/4 to Cool Credit, fifth the rail. One to Magnolia Hall, a length and a half to Moods. A half to El Mehib, a length and a half Maharaja, Dr. Grace. They were followed by Shiva's Revenge on the inside of Diego. Then Tiako Pearl out 3 deep, a length and a half further back to Grooming, trying to get off the fence. Superimpose around him, 3/4 to Pontiac Glass. On the inside was Lord Revenue. Let's Elope needs a bit of luck from there. Castletown going around them wide, followed by Sedestin. Weekend Delight's well back with Nay Rizzi. Alpha Belle went back to third last, and Just a Dancer at the rear of the field. They're bunching up now, 800 metres left to go, and Ivory Way's taken over in the Melbourne Cup. Sunshine Sally can't go on. Ivory Way just in front of the stablemate Rashik as they come to the home bend. A length away Magnolia Hall, followed by Rural Prince. El Mehib joining in strongly with Castletown, and here comes Let's Elope on the outside. Shiva's Revenge is bullocking his way through the pack, and then Moods. 400 metres left to go. Ivory Way in front, being joined by the stablemates Rashik and El Mehib. Down the outside, Let's Elope. Here Superimpose, followed by Castletown. Shiva's Revenge. Let's Elope hit the front of the cup. 300 metres to run. Ivory Way battling back, then Superimpose and Shiva's Revenge late. But Let's Elope has burst away, and the Foster's Melbourne Cup belongs to the mare. Let's Elope bolts the cup in, wins by 3 lengths, and it's a Cummings Spinella. Shiva's Revenge got second, close up on the inside Magnolia Hall. Then Superimpose, Just a Dancer. El Mehib next in from Rashik and Ivory Way Grooming. Mood Sedestin, well back Cool Credit, then Lord Revenue. Castletown, Dr. Grace, Tiako Pearl.
They're set. Racing in the cup. The great man, Makybe Diva, jumped away well. Gray's in, looked a touch slow. Eye Popper began well. So did Strasbourg. Demerger, Lachlan River away quickly near the inside. Portland Singer away fast down on the inside. Kamsky going over their heels, and so is Like a Falcon. Makybe Diva going to the second half of the field, but has already got over about 2 or 3 away from the rails at the very least. Franklin's Gardens wide out, and Belle with Mr. Celebrity. They're all going forward as they come past the 400 the first time. He's got Makybe Diva one off the rails. And Portland Singer has the lead early in the cup. Not going all that fast, led from Umbula deep around Strasbourg. Mr. Celebrity's out 4 wide, and Belle up about 5 wide. Lachlan River in behind them, followed by Eye Popper, who's well placed down to the judge. Franklin's Gardens is around the Japanese runner. 1.5 further back, then Envoy on the inside of Demerger, and Gray's in with distinction 4 deep as they leave the straight. Back behind these horses then is Hugs Dancer, who's outside railings, and then came Vinnie Rowe as they leave the straight from Kinjal. Then Makybe Diva, who's on the rails now. Great piece of riding by Bossy as they leave the straight to the 2000. Honours Earned next, followed then by Rise On, 1.5 to Excellent. Vouvray. Behind them is Dizel. Second last then Like a Falcon. And Kamsky last of all. About 1900 left to go in the cup now. And the leader is now Mr. Celebrity's gone around the field to take up the running by about 1.5 lengths. Belle is second, Umbula is third. 1.5 lengths further back then came Portland Singer, being followed by Lachlan River. Eye Popper is next with Strasbourg over on his inside. Franklin's Gardens is out 3 wide. 1 further back is Envoy, Demerger the centre, and Gray's in is travelling wide past the 1600. Next is Kinjal on the inside with distinction deep around the outside, railings in the middle. 1.5 lengths further back, Makybe Diva. Back there in company at the 1400 with her is Vinnie Rowe and Hugs Dancer on the outside. 1/2 length away then on the outside of Makybe Diva came Dizel from Honours Earned. Like a Falcon starting to make a little bit of ground on the outside of Rise On. And then Excellent Kamsky and Vouvray last of all. About 1100 left to go. Mr. Celebrity is the leader by a length to Portland Singer second. 1 Umbula. Eye Popper a handy fourth. The outside a length Belle. Being followed at the 1,000 metre mark then by Lachlan River and Strasbourg together. Next, Gray's in, starting to make some ground from Envoy, and further back is Demerger, 2 lengths distinction. They're trailed then by Railings and Kinjal, Vinnie Rowe. Makybe Diva still well back on the inside as they come to the turn, followed by Dizel, Rise On, Hugs Dancer, Vouvray, Excellent and Kamsky towards the end. Like a Falcon coming around them, and Franklin's Gardens has dropped out. 500 left to go, coming around the home turn now. Portland Singer got to the lead from Mr. Celebrity. Eye Popper's running on, and then Strasbourg. Back behind those horses now as they come down the straight was Vinnie Rowe, and back behind them here's Makybe Diva. A nation roars for a hero. She's starting to wind up. 300 left to go now. Makybe Diva's racing up. Envoy's trying to go with her. They've got to Portland Singer and Lachlan River. Here comes Like a Falcon and Excellent, but Makybe Diva clear with 100 metres to go. Excellent runs to second. Honours Earned runs on, but a champion becomes a legend. Makybe Diva has won it from either Honours Earned, Excellent, Like a Falcon is close up, and just behind those horses then was Lachlan River, Portland Singer, and further back in the field is Kinjal, Rise On, Dizel. Behind them is Demerger and Envoy. Eye Popper, followed further back then by Vinnie Rowe, Railings, Vouvray, Strasbourg, Kamsky, and then Mr. Celebrity and Belle. And behind them is Umbula, and also Distinction with Gray's End, Hugs Dancer, and I think Franklin's Gardens may have been pulled out of the race. I didn't call him over the line. There he is, he's just walked across the post. It is the greatest Melbourne Cup win of all time.
They're racing in the Golden Jubilee, and Black Caviar's got away to a good start. Society Rock began badly. Soul is going to be the early leader. Out in the centre, Black Caviar travelling on the near side, getting a lead from Bogart. Out in the centre, Jimmy Styles, followed by Escalave, and further back then is Restia d'Argent. Moonlight Cloud takes up a position in the middle of the field from the checker. Pastoral Player is further back in the field. They're followed then by Krypton Factor. Red Rock is out the back in company with Jenky, then Serious Prospect, who's at the tail of the field as they race up up now towards halfway, and Soul the leader from Bogart, and now Black Caviar ambling up on the near side in third. They're a length to Escalade, followed by Krypton Factor and Jimmy Styles and Restia d'Argent, and further back is Genki. But as they come up now onto the course proper, 2 furlongs left to go. Soul is the leader. Now Nolan starts to shake the reins at Black Caviar. She starts to move up on the near side. She draws level now with a furlong left to go. Now he says go on the mare. She gets about a half length in front of Soul. Restia d'Argent, Moonlight Cloud coming home fast, but it's Black Caviar in front with 100 yards left to go. Here's Restia d'Argent and Moonlight Cloud. He eases up near the line. Here's Moonlight Cloud. It's tight. Black Caviar and Moonlight Cloud in a photo. In third then Restia d'Argent, followed by Soul. Further back is Krypton Factor, and then Serious Prospect back in the field from Society Rock. Bogart the last to finish. He has eased near the line, and this is tight. This is very, very tight indeed. Black Caviar flashing home down the outside, Moonlight Cloud, as they race towards the line. Oh, she might have just got the bobbin. She's got there. She has scraped home. She has got there by a nostril.
They're set and they're racing. And Winx jumps well. Vadamos was slow to move. Hartnell got away quickly. Hauraki dropped in behind them. Awesome Rock and Blackheart Bart are prominent, and Blackheart Bart's running to the lead. Yankee Rose not far away as they come down to the post at a pretty leisurely gallop really for a Cox Plate. And Blackheart Bart is the leader. Hartnell's gone forward and he's up there second, followed by Awesome Rock, and Vadamos is now fourth the inside, followed by Winx. She's got over fifth outside Yankee Rose. A length and a half to Happy Clapper, 1 to Hauraki, 2 Lucia and Valentina, and 2.5 lengths away is Happy Trails. Vadamos has got through near the inside at the 1400 metres. Blackheart Bart staying about 4 away from the rail. They're sharing the front. Hartnell a length and a half away, he's third. Then Awesome Rock in fourth, placing 1 to Winx, about 6 off the leader. Pace is now gradually going up as into the back. Vadamos is really starting to up the tempo. Behind these 3 lengths to Yankee Rose, and then Lucia, Valentina and Happy Clapper together. 2 lengths to Hauraki and 2 lengths to Happy Trails. Less than 1,000 metres to go, and Zara has the French galloper. Vadamos a 5-length leader from Blackheart Bart, 2 lengths to Hartnell. Winx has moved up now, and the 2 great champions are together at the 800 metres turn, followed by Awesome Rock, and then Yankee Rose and Happy Clapper pull to the outside. Pressure on now, and Vadamos has come back to them, and striding up now on the outside, Blackheart Bart, but the 2 champs go together at the 600 metres. Hartnell's hit the front, Winx is going with him, and they've turned it on. The great race is on here. It's Hartnell the leader, Winx striding up to join him from Blackheart Bart, Awesome Rock, the rest headed by Vadamos and Yankee Rose, but Winx has raced away around the home turn. She's put 2-3 lengths on Hartnell. Awesome Rock, Vadamos battling away, and then came Yankee Rose, but it's all Winx in the straight. 4-5 lengths in front of Hartnell. A good battle going on for the Miners, but this is a blitz. It's a Winx blitz, 2 in a row, and she joins the all-time greats of the turf. Winx has won it by